Welcome everybody to another BGA event. So today we're introducing you to our new members for this month. We have a great audience watching already, so thanks everyone for making it here today. So today we're going to welcome a number of new members into the Blockchain Game Alliance. We're going to give everyone about 10 minutes to present their project, and then we'll leave a few moments after that presentation for any questions you may have. So make sure to check on the comments so that we can address your questions. So welcome from the BGA. Our president, Sebastian Bourget, today is attending an event in Helsinki, so is not able to attend this meeting, but I'll be chairing this conversation. I'm Serena Tabaki, and I'm the organizer here at the BGA. So welcome to you all. So without further ado, we're going to be starting with Mirror World, who's joined the BGA this month. So we welcome Chris Zhu on stage. Hey, Chris.
Hi, Serena. Thanks for having me. And I also saw a couple of familiar faces. Hi, Kevin. How's it going?
How you doing, Chris?
So a quick introduction about myself and also about Mirror World. Mirror World is actually a standalone incubated project by RCT AI. And RCT AI is a company that has historically been focusing on open world and MMORPG games where we use AI implementation to really bring the NPCs back to life and make them more human-like within the process. And we focus mainly on two different technical routes. One is the natural language processing route to make a lot of the NPCs more interactive in terms of dialogue and logic. And the other route is behavioral, where we use deep reinforcement learning, decision trees, and a little bit of scripts sometimes to make the NPCs within these live scenarios and open-ended worlds a lot more interactive. And Mirror World really started out as a incubated project within RCT to focus mainly on the blockchain and NFT side of things. Let me just share my screen real quick so everyone can get a sense of our project. Can you guys see my screen?
Not yet. Keep trying, and as soon as I have your screen, I will share it to everyone.
How about now?
Coming up. Here we go. Stage is yours.
So quick intro of Mirror World. Mirror World is the world's first intelligent NFTs across multiple game worlds. We actually auctioned our first NFT back in May at an auction house for, I think, nearly 70,000 USD. And then after that, we actually launched a couple more projects I'll dive a little bit into after. So right now we are defined as an AI-powered play-to-earn experience that really bridges the Web 2 and Web 3 worlds with the AI technology that we provide. When we're looking at our new product development approaches, we looked at how Rival Peak really averaged around 13 million views per episode and how it had an interactivity part tied to the whole experience, and having it live streamed on Facebook is something that a lot of people paid attention to. And we saw that target demographic was very highly correlated with the play to earn community that we have right now. So with that high growth in both AI powered entertainment and play to earn markets, we started thinking about what our GameFi matrix should really look like around our NFT. So our team actually comes from a very diverse background. ByteDance, Cisco, RCT, and MiHoYo, which developed Genshin Impact, NetEase Games, and a bunch of others. And we are supported by many top investors like Y Combinator, Galaxy, Makers, wearing our A1, A2, and A3 for our mother company. And Mirror World actually was a spinoff of this company that just started independently raising as of last week. So a little bit about our NFT to GameFi process. We actually had very little knowledge about crypto earlier this year, but we entered the space, and from ideation to public sale of our intelligent NFT. As you can see, mirrors here actually have a soul that we used NLP technology to really give them different personalities. Some of them talk like Elon Musk, and the others like Kanye West, and the changes of these conversations are all locked on chain as the users wish. So we took 40 days from ideation to public sale, including all the system implementation, the blockchain interactivities, and we minted over 6,000 tokens at around 0.066 ETH. But we're pretty low key in terms of the marketing, so a lot of you might not have heard of us as of yet. And we have more than 3 games in the pipeline. When we're designing the whole GameFi matrix, we really wanted to emphasize the intelligent NFT part and also the asset interoperability through the different universes. And we developed a system where the 2D mirrors can be transferred to 3D. So it was really a phased product development approach for us. So I consider the first stage really successful, although there might be quite limited exposure in terms of NFTs sales. Our project was noticed by a lot of the community members, and we gathered an initial crypto community very successfully. And now we're at stage 2, where our 3 casual games are looking to go into alpha and beta test near December and Q1 next year, and they'll be ready by Q1 next year. And we're actually hiring and building our own team, building out our own team to develop an AI battle royale experience, combining the essence of teamfight tactics and also a battle royale experience, where we think that experience can really break GameFi barriers. And we're using a lot of the technologies that we solidify through our implementations for a company like IGG, Endgame, Perfect World, which hosts CSGO, and a lot of the AAA titles in China when we're making their NPCs intelligent. So really, it was a game matrix that not a lot of people have attempted to do, because the development timeline is just so packed when we're thinking about multiple games at the same time. And also the tokenomics, which we're fleshing out right now, is very important for our game matrix. But I think the AI Battle Royale experience itself is going to be something very, very interesting, because even in traditional games, there are relatively few people attempting to, I guess, innovate in terms of the AI solutions at the back end. Some of the in-game assets that we've developed, I'm just going to skip over this because of the limited time frame. But something we wanted to emphasize when we developed the entire worldview and the intellectual property was that we wanted mirrors to represent data fragments that really have its own life. So we think that data has ownership that belongs to the users themselves, and also data's when being segmented into data silos actually have value and potential that we have not tapped into yet. And that's kind of the representation of these mirror NFTs, and they are alive within the Web2 world, and they kind of devour different data fragments, and then our AI algorithm gave life to its own. And what you have to do is really to bring them and rescue them from Web2 to Web3, and that's the whole process of going on chain. So a little bit about the AI system architecture. I think this is interesting for a lot of people in the gaming industry, and also from some of our clients as well. What we use is a standardized model handler that really looks at model from different parts, including the language model handler and the behavioral model handler. One really good benefit about this is that we can potentially have a CodeStar advantage because the limited user base in the crypto gaming scene right now. So we have a standard API that really provides these models and calls, and we can just directly call them within our games. So standard stuff on the system architecture as well. In terms of our AI and blockchain applications as of now, our mirror NFTs have already gone on sale, and they're also on OpenSea, so you guys can check it out if you want. What you can do with them is that once you click into our front-end service on our website, you can directly interact with them, and then you will see how Kanye reacts when you ask him, what have you been up to? And he will probably say something like chilling with Dre. And in terms of the SOL NFT, actually acts as a bridge, and we just dropped it last week, where CryptoPunk holders, CoolCat holders, a lot of the core assets, we've talked to the community, the holders, and they came to us and claimed the SOL NFT to be combined with their core asset, so that they can directly interact with their own NFT. So it's a way for us to really showcase our technology as well. I'm going to skip over the token systems because that's just the nitty-gritty of the project. I think overall, Mirror World is something that we're starting to really see traction of, and also the AI Battle Royale experience is going into its conception ideation stage relatively quickly. We're expecting to see beta for our game in Q1 next year, so look forward to that. And I will attach the different links on the channel, and then I hope Serena can share those for me. Yeah, thank you guys.
Absolutely, yes, feel free to share those links. I am sharing for now the website and Discord channel, so anybody that is interested in joining the Mirror World community and learn more about the project, can follow Chris and everyone else at those links. But I would now love to ask questions to anybody who's watching that may want to know more about what Chris has been saying. Otherwise, I'll start with a question, then let's see if anybody's got any more questions. I'm very interested and eager to know how you've been communicating with those groups of people that own specific NFTs. Since it's quite special for people to be owners of those NFTs and the functions that you've been enabled in Mirror. So what have you discovered that you may have not known, and how have you facilitated the bridge between those communities into the project that you guys have been developing?
Yeah, would you be able to let me share my screen real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you can see here is that we have our website that hosts our front end service in terms of the interactivity part. We've developed something very interesting, which is a ranking ladder that really showcases how many times our holders have been interacting with their mirrors. You gain a little bit of experience points per day if you talk to them. As you can see, I'm only at 45, but there are holders with a bunch of mirrors that really just keep talking and keep interacting with their collections. And what we see here is that there are people just on a daily basis communicating with their mirrors and posting it onto even Twitter as a way for them to log the conversations with their assets. And I think that's very interesting because back then when we only had profile pictures, it's something that you use to represent your digital identity. But really what we've provided is a way for you to identify a digital friend or a digital pet in the metaverses that we're developing. And for that asset to be a pass or a way for you to showcase your identity, I think that it really needs its own personality as well.
Absolutely, yes. It's a very interesting way of bridging those communities and also putting them in touch and giving them the opportunity to interact with projects like Mirror. So thank you so much for telling us more about this project. I will encourage everybody, to go and learn more at these links that we are sharing down below. And thanks again, Chris, for joining us at the BGA today.
Yeah, thank you guys.